Okay, I seen that I had comments on this video, so I'm gonna be live reacting to these comments. This person wrote a book, but I'm gonna start from the top. And okay, so wait, read more. Oh, there's nothing. All right, so Mia's definitely fallen into being niche. Okay, yeah, she can clear content, yeah, but she's like Ito in these specific units. Ooh, Ito though. I feel like just specifically, I get what you're saying, but specifically because Yoimiya has a element. I wouldn't say she's on Ito's level, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I feel like there's a little bit more variety to Yoimiya than Ito, but I definitely understand in the sense where she needs hydro characters and she needs a shielder for her to be great. The difference between that she requires units that you probably have built already, yeah. I wouldn't say she's bad, but just not better than the other characters, yeah. She's marginally worse at single target than Hutao, completely unusable in AoE, and suffers greatly without a shield. Yes, yes. Yoimiya in AoE is one of the most painful things on the planet. Okay, like I had to deal with that. Like, but yeah, definitely, I do agree. I agree with you a lot. I actually agree with you very much. Like, you don't understand how much I agree with that. But anyway, shit. Oh, all this being said, she's pretty good when I don't feel like thinking. She's much better than the Luke or Klee. I don't know. I don't have Klee, but I feel like I think I said this in my video. Something about like running like a burst bot or like a a E burst swap kind of thing for like huge bits of damage in certain teams. But I don't know what teams do what they would be, and I don't have Klee. But when I see Klee on the banner, if she's ever coming back, I might try to like pull that off. Call me crazy, but I just want to see if it works. Then, if it does work, I can make a video in the future saying Yoimiya is worse than Klee, or Klee is one of the best characters in the game, something like that. Anyway, um, and it's probably the third best pyro character. Ooh, in single to and leaves her. Ooh, it's mid. Ooh, hold up. Third best? Wait, you're saying Yoimiya's third best? Arlecchino. Wait, hold on. Let me look at the roster. Okay. Oh, yeah, Arlecchino, Hutao, and then Yoimiya? No, no, that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. In my opinion. Okay, and I like Gaming, and I've used Gaming, and yes, I think he's one of the characters that I have above Yoimiya in single target DPS when you use him in a vaporized team. But Arlecchino, I think, is better in single target because like she's like a top 3 DPS in the game. It's her and Nervalet. It's really between her and Nervalet. Like who else would maybe like Navia and who else? Who else would be in contention? Like it's really just them three. It's really just them three unless I'm forgetting somebody. But yeah, Arlecchino is definitely number one. Hutao's two. I think Lenny goes three. I think Lenny in single target might be like I mean I know you but I really think it's Lenny. And then I think I have Gaming in front of Yoimiya, just because of my Gaming, because I've used Gaming and mine isn't even like fully talented or not even like yeah, it's not fully talented at all, and I remember at one point I had like a 100k damage dealt with him on like multiple occasions in the abyss, and had him being my highest damage, like yeah, highest single damaging character in one of my abysses, and I have like Arlecchino. So I don't know. I feel like Gaming is just slept on just a wee bit, but I guess it's understandable why. But honestly, I have Arlecchino 1, Hu Tao 2. Hu Tao or Lenny is 2 and 3. They could really swap. Then I feel like it's Shang Ling because let's be honest with you, and you might call me crazy and say Shang Ling is not yet. No, Shang Ling is a DPS because when you run Kazuha or I'm gonna say Sucrose in this yeah. So if you run Sucrose, uh basically the national team, Sucrose, Singshu, Shangling, Bennett. Who's the DPS on that team? It's not Singshu. It's definitely not Bennett. And it's definitely not Sucrose and or Kazuha, depending on who you're running. She's the one doing all the damage. Now there's other teams where it's like she's not the main DPS, but in like vaporized teams, I feel like if it's not Arlecchino, it's definitely Shangling is the DPS. If that makes sense. If you see what I'm going for. I mean, I feel like she's not thrown in the DPS conversations just because of the fact that she isn't used on field. So it's not like, oh, she's the DPS, but really in the background, she's kind of the DPS, in my opinion. I have Shang Ling. If you want to categorize her by the way I explained it, I have her higher than Yoimiya. And then after like that, it's between Yoimiya and Yunfei being like the last two. Yoimiya, Yunfei, and Klee, depending on and Diluc. They're like interchangeable. Respectfully though. Respectfully on Yunfei. Yunfei used to clear Abyss by itself. I'm just throwing that out there. Like but yeah. That's kinda like where I rank them characters personally. But everybody's opinion is different. So it's whatever. And then now it's this team. I mean this book. This chapter book. Hu Tao is a boring character. Okay. No way. I play this character. I'm jumping right like like a primate because her own kit sucks, and you have to pull C1 to fix an innate issue. I did say this in the Raiden Shogun sucks video. I do agree with that. I said that in a Raiden Shogun sucks video. I think it was that video that I said it in. I do agree, and I made that exact point. I get what you're saying, but my Yoimiya still did less damage than Hu Tao. Even and I wasn't even jump canceling. And she was still doing like better damage. Like at a free to play level. At a free to play level. Even at an invested level, yeah, Hu Tao still like outdoes it. Even without the C1. Even without her C1, yeah. I truly believe so. Bennett is a boring character, boring gameplay, boring name, boring existence. Okay, so we have a Bennett hater. I hate his gameplay and personality, along with Sing Show. Both okay. Sing Shu. Both deleted and now and before they I never touch him. Oh my god. For more than 2 minutes. Um, first off, just because you don't like him, it doesn't negate the fact that there's still some of the best characters in the game. Okay? But play who you want to. That's what the game's intended. But there's still some of the best 2 characters in the game. After that, um Bennett's gameplay is boring. But the difference between Bennett's gameplay being boring and uh Yoimiya's gameplay being boring is that one of them stays on field and the other one can just be boring from the bench. Like you just E Q swap for Bennett. You have to E and stay there for Yoimiya. Like you just gotta just sit there and click mindlessly. And Shang Ling. Shang Ling, her character is interesting. Gameplay is okay. But leaning to the bad. Mine is level 50. But I stopped playing with her the moment that I got Yin Fei. I guess your Yin. I guess your Shang Ling isn't C6 because if she was C6, he would definitely be running her alongside Yin Fei. So like, what does your Yin Fei team look like actually? Because you don't use Shu, you don't use Bennett, you don't use Shang Ling. So is it like a what is it called? What's her name? Florina or like Yelan? Like I'm eager to know now. And like, what was your team? What was wait? What if you use for your? I'm wait. You said something about you and Mia down here. I'm reading that real quick before I get to it. Wait, so like, if you pull for Yoimiya, what characters do you use with Yoimiya? Or is it just like a yin? You use Yinfei one day and then you use Yoimiya, or is it just like you just don't use Yoimiya? Because like, what character like prior to Florina, like Yelan, but like who else do you run with her? Like you need a shielder and who else? Cause like I feel like it should be like yeah, what's her name? Or Yunjin. I forgot about Yunjin. But like I don't know. Okay, yeah, all right. Gaming. I'm not a fan of the plunge is like I get it, but it's visually pleasing when Gaming does it. I don't know. It's a visual thing for me. Yoimiya is a good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Arlecchino is the best character in the game. One of the best characters in the game, DPS wise, and she definitely needs Zhongli. Which is another problem, is that Yoimiya needs Zhongli, and that takes away from overall damage. And I think I might have said this in the video, but it's not like Arlecchino where if you run Zhongli, Arlecchino smacks everything into like the next dimension without the extra damage dealers around her. Yoimiya doesn't have that luxury at all. Chevreuse is nice. My C6. Yeah, Chevreuse. I mean, she's nice, but like it's like I just don't like running her, and the fact that she uses overload makes me not like her more because I don't like riding, and I know you say you can just use Fischl, but I don't like her neither. Lenny is okay. Dia is yeah. It seems some more deserved. Yeah, I mean yeah, she is. I didn't know she was ran with Mulani. I don't like Mulani at all. I really don't. Um, it's a visual thing, and you might be like, but you like other characters' visual. It's because of the fact of like her attacks are just so slow looking. I just don't enjoy it at all, like visual wise. And I do love meta characters, but she was one that, and I haven't, still to this day, I haven't touched Snezhnaya's story at all. I don't know a single thing about Snezhnaya. I haven't played the story at all. So she might, like, she seems like one of them upgoing characters, and depending on how upgoing she is, I might still end up hating her. So yeah, Klee is kind of clunky to play. I mean, yeah, the Luke never, yeah, Amber is, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I agree with parts of your comment, but there's other parts where it's like, I mean, your comment is understandable. I mean, it is understandable. But it still doesn't negate the fact that Bennett is boring to play, but you just don't watch Bennett be boring. Like you're forced to do with Yoimiya. But yeah, that's cool. And I have no idea what this person up here is talking about. But let me refresh the page real quick. Just in case another comment pops up.
It's obviously
Oh, okay. One more comment. Milani teams use Daya in situations. You know, Shane Williams, yeah, Daya. Yes, live. It really doesn't matter. 3 times rotation. I mean, yeah, I did mention that. I did mention that. Wait, this person gave me a time. What did I say here?
If it's not new roulette, who
Yeah, like I said. Well, during this time of the video, I believe when I recorded this video, actually, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna make that excuse. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I didn't do any type of studies into Milani at all. Like, I wasn't interested in her because her attacks are so slow. It honestly looks painful. And then riding on, I actually recorded a video saying that Milani is one of Genshin's biggest scams just because of the fact that you can't have her skill out as long as you can in Snezhnaya every place else. I just don't like Milani. And there's nothing on this planet that's gonna make me like her as a character, usability wise. Now, like I said, she might win me over in the story, but usability, I still won't pull for her. She can become my favorite character in the story. I'm not gonna pull for her. Like, I just don't like Milani. And when I was like, who wants to use Daya? I mean, yeah, Milani, I guess, like the numbers that I've seen her do, I mean, yeah, she's not on Nervalet's level by no means. And I've heard people put her in the conversation of, yeah, she can be one of the strongest DPS in this game. But, like, no. I just don't like her. And then you have to run Daya with her. It's not like Nervalet where Nervalet's this like cool character, a cool and awesome character. Like, even I haven't even heard people talk about liking Mulani in the story. I don't know why I said story like that. But I haven't even heard people say, oh, this is one of my favorite characters and I love this character in the story. I've never heard a single day in my life somebody say that at all. And normally when a new region come out and people talk about one specific character, and the only person I ever heard about was the Archon. And I don't even hear much about their Archon. Really don't. And that's the reason why I didn't pull for Kennage neither. And I'm not planning on pulling for whatever his name is. So yeah, I might just be a Snezhnaya hater until I play that story. But as of now, I mean, yeah. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. Could be cool, but y'all just gonna have to wait and see that video if I ever drop that video. Oh, Milani is something, but as of right now, I'm sticking to what I'm sticking to, and trust me, there will be more characters that I rag on, like Raiden Shogun. If you think I gave you a Yoimiya smoke, look at my Raiden Shogun videos. I compare her to the Electro Traveler. like, actually, and I'm so serious about it too. I had somebody actually like search me up on Instagram and text me about that and asking me if I'm really rage baiting. I'm not rage baiting. I am so for real. I don't like riding Shogun. I done built her for every use in the game, and she's just not good until you get to C2. And I truly believe that. Unless you have C6 Chevrus. and Arlecchino. But any character sitting beside Arlecchino is the best. Like they look good because that's Arlecchino. Like that, she's her. Duh. But yeah, there's gonna be more characters I make videos on, and yeah, it's gonna be what's his name? Al Hatham. Al Hatham is next. And you're probably like, what did Al Hatham do? I just don't think. I mean, Al Hatham is good. I'm not gonna say that Al Hatham is a bad character, but do you really need him in a Dendro team? Hmm. Especially if you already got the Archon. I'm just saying, but that I need time to like process it, and I also need time to build him. Cause I mean he's kind of built on my account, but not really. But give me like a week, and if I don't drop that video, then I don't drop